What's going on, people? My name is Ryan. This is My Free Mind. Today we're speaking about closure, and do you need it? Is it something that we actually need? Is it beneficial to helping us kind of like close the chapter on a situation, or is it more just our emotional dependency on someone acting out in a way that we can justify to the brain that doesn't make us look like we are still begging? So yeah, look, I was inspired by a post that I had seen today on the Shade Borough. But in most cases, we go through a breakup. That doesn't need to be a romantic breakup. It can be friendship, family, whatever. And you will hear people say, like, I just need to have that last conversation, or I need closure. Yeah, I need to speak to them to get closure. I need to go see them to get closure, right? Now, so I'll give you the example of the lady who posted the tweets. What she said was basically she was with a guy, they were fully entangled. They were in a relationship. She loved him, he loved her, supposedly. But then she had found out that he was actually in a full-blown relationship outside of his relationship with her. Maybe they even had a child and things like that. Whatever the situation was, what she had found out was that he was not being faithful to her and had a completely full-blown relationship outside of his relationship with her, right? And her response was to just walk away. She didn't have a conversation with him. She didn't speak to him to find out the ifs, buts, or maybes, or the when, where, who, what, when, where, how, who, when, what, blah, blah, blah. She didn't do all of that. She realized the truth and the reality of the situation. And as a result, and upon realizing that, what she said was, you know what, I'm worth more and I'm walking away. There was no need for closure, right? Now, I agree with that. Yeah, I don't think you need to give someone the opportunity to lie to you or explain their lie or explain their disrespect and explain their emotional torture of you, right? Once you've seen the truth, as in it's undisputed, it's undeniable, you cannot, dispute what you are seeing. Once you see that, at that point, when we usually say, oh, I need to have this last conversation with them for closure, both parties kind of start displaying this want for the continuing of that situation. And usually you might end up in bed, or usually you might end up still talking. And, there's this emotional lingering on of the situation that should be finished. Like, I see one meme the other day, and it was saying, basically, if you're going over there to see him for closure, why have you waxed and why are you wearing matching underwear? Because obviously there are ulterior motives there. Do you get what I'm saying? And usually when we're looking for closure, all that we're doing is kind of finding the last bit of connection that we have with this person to feel like we're still connected on an emotional level. But of course, if you consciously know that someone has done you wrong, someone has cheated on you, they've stepped out on a relationship, they've disrespected you to a point of no return. If you consciously know that, then of course consciously on that same level, it will be a bit you'll be selling you're selling yourself short by saying, look, I still want to speak to this person. So subconsciously you figure out a way that will be rationalized and justified, i.e. closure. When we're looking for closure, what we call closure, what we really want is to give someone the opportunity to, to cloud our judgment again and feed us with lies, with lies, so we can essentially stay in that tumultuous, chaotic relationship. So when we talk about closure, or I want to have that conversation, I want them to explain. What do you need them to explain for? They cheated on you. No, it's been seen. You've recognized it. They've cheated on you, or you're being disrespected. They're not treating you right. What do you need them to explain at that point? Do you get what I'm saying? Really, it's your subconscious trying to keep you in. It's your subconscious mind trying to keep you in a situation that it now identifies as safe. That's all it is. Even though consciously it's bad and all of these things, subconsciously what's happening is your brain is trying to keep you in a situation that is now recognized as safety. That's all that these closure conversations are. Or, I need to have a conversation, I need to see why I need them to explain. I just want to know why. I just want to know why. No, you don't. You don't need to know why, because the fact is they've cheated on you. And if you're leaving, then you're leaving. I was coaching a client, and she was smoking. She wanted to give up smoking, and I use this example all the time. And I said to her, look, and she had just come back from Greece, I think it was, with a load of tobacco. And I said to her, look, if you're giving up smoking, then throw the tobacco away. or sell it. And she goes, well, no, because that would be a waste of money. It's going to be a waste of money anyway, because you're never going to smoke again, because you're giving up. If that's what you're saying, you're giving up. Yeah. So essentially what we're talking about is once you make the decision, you should, by rights, say goodbye to the thing that is the addiction, or the thing that you're entangled with, or the thing that you're in a relationship with. It's throw it away. Yeah. The whole thing of holding on is the thing that leads you to saying, well, I just need to have this conversation. I just want to know why. I just want to, but listen, if you're over it, it doesn't matter. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, knowing what, unless you are emotionally mature and emotionally developed and have this emotional shield where you can emotionally orchestrate yourself through these conversations without the subconscious memory kicking into play and trying to drag you and keep you back into what you identify as emotional safety, then I wouldn't recommend you going and having these types of conversations. It can be very hard to navigate yourself through that type of situation. We cannot ignore, though, that yeah, there are situations where, you know, you do have that last conversation and it is liberating, and both parties are kind of like, you know what, I'm glad I had this conversation and now we can put it to rest. We've said things that needed to be said, and we've expressed emotions that maybe were pent up for the last 5-10 years, and now we've got it all out, and now we can both go our separate ways with no emotional entanglement lingering as we go on into new relationships. 100%, sometimes that does happen, but more often than not, closure doesn't give you that. What it does is it's your subconscious emotional dependency on this person, right? That's leading you to want to still hang on to this person. In these closure conversations, what we usually do is give the person opportunity, right, to brainwash us further or persuade us from going with our initial gut instinct, which was to leave. I tell my clients that closure is the reason as to why the relationship has ended. They cheated on you. Close the chapter. Anyway, look, my name is Ryan and this is My Free Mind. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But anyway, hi and bye. What's going on, people? My name is Ryan and this is My Free